Greetings everyone, Robert Truesdale, otherwise known as Redbeard, coming to you today as moderator of the Carolinas Professional Wrestling Awards. My reason for producing this video is that I wanted to address several areas of concern which were expressed about our processes during the 2017 campaign, and to also announce several changes to our format that will be installed this year. Last year we faced criticism regarding the notion that the CPWAs are not inclusive enough and that the awards aren't truly representative of the Carolinas as a whole. I'll be the first to admit that the Carolinas are a huge region and that there are certainly promotions, matches, and talent producing material of interest that we've missed in the past. These omissions are not willful in nature as some have surmised, rather they are quite frankly a matter of ignorance. I and the alumni panelists simply weren't aware of them. This is why in 2017 we instituted an online form by which fans, talent, and promoters can submit material for the consideration of the panel. A link to this form can be found in the pinned post of the CPWA Facebook group page. With only 7 sets of eyes and a considerable amount of ground to cover, the form is our best effort towards making the CPWAs as inclusive as possible. We received roughly 50 submissions in 2017, and I hope that this number will increase considerably as we continue to raise awareness of the form's presence throughout 2018. I encourage anyone and everyone who feels that they have material the CPWA panel should consider to make a submission via the form. Trust me when I say that no one on the panel has a problem with watching a little more professional wrestling. Another major area of concern is confusion over the math used to determine our finalists and how it led to a rather large number of finalists for the 2017 Rising Star of the Year award. To try and make an analogy, the finalists are determined using the same math that's used to determine a batting average. For example, if a baseball player makes 14 appearances at the plate and he gets 7 hits, he's set to have a 500 batting average. In that same regard, when it comes to determining the finalists, we calculate a percentage based on the number of nominations a given talent receives and the total number of nominations for a given category. The 3 nominees with the highest percentage of nominations become finalists. This is where issues arose with the Rising Star category in 2017. There was no real consensus to the nominees, and since we had no way of logically eliminating anyone from contention, we had no choice but to accept the repercussions of a field of 14 finalists. Even so, there was a silver lining to the situation, as the number of finalists points out just how much tremendous talent there is competing in the Mid-Atlantic presently. Our plan to prevent this from happening again in the future involves 2 changes. 1, the Rising Star category will be split into 2 categories, Rising Star and what we are referring to as the Fire of the Carolinas Award. And 2, eligibility for the Rising Star category will be clarified such that a talent must have been in competition for fewer than 5 years in order to be considered. A description of the Fire of the Carolinas Award as well as the other CPWA categories can be found in the bylaws, a copy of which can be obtained via a link in the pinned post of the CPWA Facebook group page. Normally by this point in the year, I haven't done much in terms of recruiting the new panel members. However, we had a tremendous amount of momentum coming out of 2017, and I am pleased to report that as of this moment, I've already confirmed 6 of the 7 panelists for 2018. They are out there, right now, watching matches and absorbing talent. I appreciate their commitment, and I look forward to working with them. I won't go so far as to reveal the identities of all the panelists, but I will announce one of them. It's you, and you, and you, and yes, even you. That's right, you heard me correctly. You are a member of the panel. What I'm getting at is this. Starting this year, and for the first time ever, the CPWAs will involve fan voting. Public polls corresponding to each category will be posted in the official CPWA Facebook group page. The poll options will represent the finalists from each category. These polls will remain open for a full week, and at the end of the voting period, the finalist with the most votes will be declared the fan's choice of the category. The fan's choice will be represented in panelist voting as a vote for the corresponding finalist, meaning that you, the fans, now have the power to influence the future of the CPWAs. This is an innovative approach to deciding the winners of awards of this nature, as quite a few others don't take into consideration the will of the fans whatsoever. It is my hope that this will continue to bring attention to the awards and also allow for better representation across the board without watering down our processes by reverting to a format that is totally reliant on fan voting. All of this having been said, I want to encourage anyone with questions or comments to please contact me directly. I would sooner try to explain our processes now than 8 to 9 months from now when we are getting down to brass tacks with the 2018 iteration of the CPWAs. I'd like to say thank you again to everyone who has supported the CPWAs over the years. This is a labor of love for all involved, and that is especially true for me, personally, as I hope to continue evolving these awards into a respected, sought-after aspect of the Carolinas independent professional wrestling scene. Take care, and we'll see you at the matches.